all so dear. And it's time that we take care of things, my dear. If it's all or nothing, cut the cloth, I'm fine here. Oh, how the days seem to disappear. Now all the scars seem like souvenirs. I saw the universe in your eyes, telling me it's gonna be alright. And it's time that we take care of things, my dear. If it's all or nothing, cut the cloth, I'm fine here. And it's time that we take care of things, my dear. Hi, you guys. That was my song Souvenirs. So, Souvenirs came out on my last album, In the Waiting, and it feels oddly relevant right now. I've actually gotten a lot of messages from people in the last couple months that this song suddenly is making sense to them in a new way. A lot of you know I have spent some time in a quarantine-like situation of my own for 100 days. I won't go into it, but you probably know the story. If you don't, you can Google. It was a time of intense fear and uncertainty and isolation, and we couldn't see our families and we didn't know when we would see them again. It just feels so reminiscent of this time. What this song was really about, although that time was filled with so much uncertainty and so much fear, looking back on it, that time was also infused with so much meaning and richness, because it's these weird times like this that are so uncertain that the unimportant things start to fall away and what really matters starts to get really clear. And so even though this time is so scary and there's a lot of really sad, hard things going on in the world, there's this tiny silver lining in that you really, really start to see what we should be grateful for. Obviously, things like family or your friends, health, etc. A lot of you have been asking if I can throw out any tips, some things that really helped me. Moving, getting in your body. I know sometimes it feels terrible, but our bodies really like it when they're used. If you can go on walks, great. But if you can't go on walks, you can do little 10-minute workouts. All you need is a tiny bit of floor. Jumping jacks and push-ups and crunches and squats, just like getting your blood going through your body, even if it's just a few minutes a day. Was really helpful for me. Meditation, there's so many good apps now. I use Headspace. You can start with 2 minutes a day. It doesn't need to be a big serious thing, but it is nice to help discipline your brain to not be a thing that just torments you. And in this time, there's so much to stress out about and so much to worry about. And the more we can kind of get out of our brain and into the moment, it can be helpful. Doing a gratitude journal, I think I started every day with writing out 10 or 20 things that I was grateful for. And some days it just felt like I was going through the motions, but over time it started to build this foundation of putting things into perspective. And it could be things like I woke up today, or there are people in the world that I love. I have my health. I have music that I get to listen to. I can look out the window and I can see a tree. Even in times like this, there are so many things to be grateful for. So a gratitude journal was helpful in just shifting my focus from fear and sadness to gratitude. Oh yeah, I would say also, if there's anything you can throw yourself into, a new hobby or a project. I took up crocheting, and I was trying to crochet this big blanket. I also picked up Duolingo, and I was trying to learn Spanish. Why I share both of these is the point of this is not to have to master some skill. At the end of it, I didn't actually make a blanket, and I really didn't learn that much Spanish. It's not about the end goal, but having something you can pour yourself into in the moments where you feel like you're unable to do anything else. That was really helpful for me, to feel like I was crocheting a blanket, even though it never came to be. In this time, I've been doing a lot of songwriting and recording the new album. So if you have any creative things you love, obviously it can be a good time for that. But also can be a time where that feels impossible. So don't feel bad if that feels impossible, because when I had my time abroad in isolation, I couldn't for the life of me play music, except for like 1 week. But people kept saying this would be a great time to, shoot videos or write or make music, and it sounded horrible. So trust your body. You don't have to force anything, but also try to set yourself up to not suffer more than you need to. And I would also add, if reading the news or being on social media is a source of anxiety right now, you can cut those out, or cut them to like 10 minutes a day. Like maybe 10 minutes near the end of the day, you're like, okay, I'll catch up on all the news, or I'll dive into social media, and then get out of there. Anyways, thank you so much to my KG Records family. Got a lot of new members, so welcome to the family. Thank you guys for supporting, and I look forward to getting to know you guys better. In conclusion, I'm sending you guys lots of love, and stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.